All right, today we are talking about this. We're talking about these, and we're talking about this, and something that's hanging from a tree back there. Stick around. What's up everyone? Anthony here with AnthonyAwaken.com and Awaken Outdoors, and today we are talking about water. So today's product photo shoot is all about a water purification kit that I'm photographing. And then if you stick around to the end, I'm gonna show you all how to make this type of water safe to drink with the kit that I am carrying. And there is a big old bass swimming back there, and I am trying so hard not to lay the camera down and get my pole back here. But anyways, stick around to the end. Definitely hang out and let me teach you all this little water purification tips and tricks. And then let's go ahead, let's dive in and get these photos done. Sooner I get the photos done, sooner I can try to catch that bass. All right, so here is the products that we are photographing today. It is a little water purification kit, and like I said in the intro, this is very similar to the kit that I already carry. So whenever Creek sent this over, and by the way, this is Creek Stewart right here. This is his logo. It actually spells out Creek. I will let you figure that out. Very, very brilliant design. And so this is the kit that he is going to be selling, and by the point of this video being up, he's already put it up. I'm not gonna do that to him and post it before he does. So anyways, clean canteen, 40 ounce wide mouth. This is a millbank bag right here made out of canvas, and I will show you all how to use that here in a little bit. And then a Sawyer water filter right here, and then a cotton bandana, aqua tabs for water purification, and then also PNG. So these are chemical treatments, and this is, well, I'll tell you all about it here in a minute. All right, you all, so I have set you all up over here just because I am having to photograph out this way to potentially get a little bit of the lake in. So I may move you all back here in just a moment, but essentially what I'm wanting here is just to show the entire kit. We've already got flat lays and studio photos of this done, so we don't need a whole lot here in field, but I'm gonna go ahead, just make sure I've got all the reflection off of the product using my filter up there in the front. And then I pretty much already know how I'm gonna do this photo, so it's probably not gonna take too many clicks here. But I always like taking a few extra options just in case. And what I'm trying to do is get a little bit of that green plant in too, just as a little bit of foreground. Here we go. It's very similar to the shot that I shot whenever I had you all back over there. So you all can kind of see a little bit. Now let's go ahead, let's move on to our second shot that we need. All right, so I just grabbed a little bit of the cordage off the side of my bag right here, and I'm almost positive I'm gonna have to Photoshop this in the final image to match the red, just because orange against red, that's gonna look a little bit goofy. So, but right here, this is a piece of paracord that I keep on the side of my bag with pretty much an equal length rope next to it as well. This one I believe is like 12 feet, and this one is probably 7 to 10. But this allows me to do what I'm about to show you all with this very quickly and easily. I don't have to dig into the rest of my pack. I just keep it right here carabined on the outside. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna show you all how to use this millbank bag, and we're gonna go ahead and start right here just by pulling out our rope. Like that right there. And we'll just do a quick little overhand knot right there on it. Again, as you can tell, I'm gonna have to Photoshop this color to match this paracord a little bit better, and also to color match the Creek logo a little bit better as well, because that just will not look good. But let's go ahead, we'll dunk it right over here, and I'll show you all how to use this, and then we'll set up for our next shot. All right, so here is a quick look at that millbank bag, brand new, and I went ahead and I swapped this out right here for a quick disconnect knot. This right here is a Siberian hitch, so whenever this gets wet, if that little overhand might have been a little bit hard to get loose, but this right here, all I gotta do is pull right there. So let me show you all how to use this right quick. I'm gonna move this stick out of my way real quick. There we go. All right, so what you want to do with your millbank bag before you even put it in the water, you just kind of want to put it in there and loosen those fibers up in the fabric. We will make sure our knot's holding. Just like in our last video, anytime I'm putting something in the water, I'm a little bit nervous about it because I have had stuff get loose on me during product photo shoots before. But right here, we'll just go ahead, we'll toss that in there and we'll let this start to fill up. And now what a millbank bag is, this is not what you want to do to treat your water and then drink it. What you want to do with this is just fill this up, and then we're going to put it over top of our container here in just a little bit. And we're going to let the clean water drip just like that right there. So it's basically like a super clean sock that you are filtering out all of the heavy particulates and things like that out of the water. That way it's not clogging up your filter. And then if you do choose to boil in this or boil the water that came out of this, it's not going to have all sorts of nasty gunk all up in your water that you're drinking. I mean, it'll be sterile, but it's never fun drinking that kind of stuff. And now I try not to go super far down and kick up any extra sediment or anything like that. I try just to keep it right here at the top. My preference is also like creek water. I prefer creek water way more than lakes or definitely ponds, just because it's typically flowing a lot more, but this will get it done. So right there, you can tell how this is it's already trickling out right here. And that's what it's doing. So all of the heavy particulates are up in here, and then this is cleaner water, but we've still got to disinfect it. All right, so this is our last photo for this one right here, and there is just a little branch hanging right here, and I'm hoping that that'll be sturdy enough to hang our bag on. And basically all we're needing for this shot is just to show the millbank bag actually filtering out the heavy particulates and just showing some water running. So I'm gonna go ahead, try to get this to hold. This little limb is actually not as strong as I thought it might be, but this should still be fine right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll hide the rest of our cordage right here. We'll just tie that off to the tree. You won't see it. So there we go. All right, so as you all saw in the last video, the behind the scenes is definitely not as pretty as the final images. I've got my bucket, I've got my camera gear and everything all back through here. And now we're just gonna make sure that the logo is popping, and hopefully we've got enough water left in here because I really don't wanna have to retie that again. So this one, since this is kind of a longer product up and down, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna shoot this one as a vertical. Yeah, that looks really good. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit further back and I'm just gonna get some foreground in this image right here. Perfect, man. You can see that stream coming out. You can see the water in the background. This is absolutely perfect. Super excited about this one. I'm gonna show this one to you all in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, so that was a little bit about the millbank bag back there, but there is a little bit more to this kit right here. So you do want to go ahead and get yourself a clean Canteen stainless bottle. This is my go-to in the winter months, and you can tell by how much it has been charred up. I put this directly in the fire, obviously removing the cap, and I boil my water right in here. So what I would do is after the millbank bag process of it dripping in there, I go ahead and I boil it right in this container or a nesting cup that I bring along. So that is, actually before we move on from that, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the bandana. So what you do with the cotton bandana is you put it right over the mouth of your bottle like this, and I've got my lid on, but what you would do is you would just kind of indent this a little bit, and then put it at the flow of water. And whenever that flow of water comes in, it's going to slowly go in here, kind of doing what a millbank bag does by removing all of like that heavy sediment and kind of the gunk that you see on top of the water. So these are fantastic, and there's like 1,000,001 uses for a bandana as well. And also kind of talking about staying hydrated and staying cool in the summer, you can go ahead and you can dip this in the water. And sometimes what I'll do too, after I've dipped it in the water, is I'll let it hang in the tree for just a minute. And if there's a breeze blowing, it makes this a whole lot cooler than just going ahead and putting it directly around your neck. But that is another just kind of tip that is related to hydration and staying cool while you're out here. Go ahead and dip your bandana in the water, put it around your neck. Fantastic option. We've already covered the Sawyer, but one thing about this. So I talked about the clean canteen and how I use that in the winter months. And I do prefer that just because I can boil in that, the water is warm. So opposite of what I talked about with the bandana just now, it's going to warm me up from the inside and affect my core body temperature that way. But one consideration with the Sawyer or even the Grail, which is another product that I love and use all throughout the summer months, these will freeze on you. So if you're using a water filter in those colder months and it is near freezing or below freezing, definitely after you use this, put this thing somewhere warm, put it in an internal pocket that is close to your body, and just don't have it hanging out in your backpack or definitely just thrown around camp, because these will freeze, they will bust, and they will be rendered ineffective. Now, if you didn't want to go through all of the process of doing the millbank bag or the bandana and then boiling, there is other options, or again, the Sawyer, if you're for some reason not doing that. There is other options, and that is chemical treatment. This right here is Aqua Tabs, and then this is P&G. I have never used these, but I do have a lot of these hanging around the house. I probably do need to try them. But this treats 2.5 gallons of water, and out here I never have that much. So I've never used these, but if you have, let me know how they are. I have used these and I really just don't like the taste, but that is an option. You can go ahead, toss these in your pre-filtered water. That is what the bandana and the millbank bag do. Your pre-filtered water, go ahead and toss that in there. And then after, what is it? I think it's like 30 minutes or 2 hours on these. Again, I just don't use those a whole lot, but read the directions if you get some. And as far as this video, that was the photo shoot, and that's a little bit about how to use the kit that Creek is selling and that I just photographed. But if you enjoy this sort of thing and you want to see more, definitely stick around by hitting the old subscribe button and like and comment just to let me know that you're enjoying it. I have personally really been loving bringing you all behind the scenes. I've shared all these photos, my clients have shared all these photos for so many years, but we never share this behind the scenes thing and show you all how to use them and also kind of what goes into a photo shoot. But this is something that I absolutely love to do. I can't imagine having a better job. I mean, I get paid to come out here and play. It's definitely a blessing. So whether you've got the perfect kit or not, whether you've got this stuff or not, definitely go ahead and get an adventure of your own planned and get out there and enjoy it. And thank you all so much for watching.